Day and Night by Carle. By day, the polar bear looks around. At night, the polar bear settles on the ground. By day, the tiger gives a sleepy growl. At night, the tiger is on the prowl. By day, the cricket jumps along. At night, the cricket chirps a song. By day, the owl closes her eyes. At night, the owl takes to the skies. By day, the rooster rises with the sun. At night, the rooster's day is done. The Very Busy Spider by Carle. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin a web with her silky thread. Said the horse, "Want to go for a ride?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Said the cow, "Want to eat some grass?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Bleated the sheep, "Want to run in the meadow?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Said the goat, "Want to jump on the rocks?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Grunted the pig, "Want to roll in the mud?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. barked the dog. Want to chase a cat? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Cried the cat. Want to take a nap? The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. Called the duck. Want to go for a swim? The spider didn't answer. She had now finished her web. Crowed the rooster. Want to catch a pesky fly? And the spider caught the fly in her web just like that. Asked the owl. Who built this beautiful web? The spider didn't answer. She had fallen asleep. It had been a very, very busy day. Papa, please get the moon for me, by Carle. Before Monica went to bed, she looked out of her window, and she saw the moon. The moon looked so near. I wish I could play with the moon, thought Monica, and reached for it. But no matter how much she stretched, she could not touch the moon. Papa, said Monica to her father, please get the moon for me. Papa got a very long ladder. He carried the very long ladder towards a very high mountain. Then Papa put the very long ladder on top of the very high mountain. Up and up and up he climbed. Finally, Papa got to the moon. My daughter Monica would like to play with you, said Papa, but you are much too big. Every night I get a little smaller, said the moon. When I am just the right size, you can take me with you. And indeed, the moon got smaller and smaller and smaller. When the moon was just the right size, Papa took it. Down and down and down he climbed. Here, said Papa to Monica, I have the moon for you. Monica jumped and danced with the moon. She hugged the moon and threw it into the air. But the moon kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And finally, it disappeared altogether. Then, one night, Monica saw a thin sliver of the moon reappear. Each night, the moon grew and grew and grew. The end. "10 Little Rubber Ducks" by Carle. Chuckety chuck chuck goes the rubber duck machine. Out pop little yellow rubber ducks, one after the other, one after the other. The little rubber ducks are painted, bills red and eyes blue. Then they are packed 10 to a box, and off they go to be loaded onto a cargo ship. "Hello," calls the captain. The captain and his cargo ship are taking the little rubber ducks across the wide sea to far away countries, to far away countries. Suddenly, a storm churns the water into big waves. A strong wind whistles across the sea, whistles across the sea. A big wave lifts one of the boxes and throws it into the water. Uh-oh. The box opens and 10 little rubber ducks fall out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rubber ducks overboard, shouts the captain. 10 rubber ducks overboard. After some time, the storm calms down. The 10 little rubber ducks bob in the big wide sea. As far as one can see, only water and sky. Water and sky. The 10 little rubber ducks begin to drift apart. The first little rubber duck drifts west. A dolphin jumps over it. The second little rubber duck drifts east. A seal barks at it. The third little rubber duck drifts north. A polar bear growls at it. The fourth little rubber duck drifts south. A flamingo stares at it. The fifth little rubber duck drifts to the left. A pelican chatters at it. The sixth little rubber duck drifts to the right. A turtle glides past it. The seventh little rubber duck drifts up. An octopus blinks at it. The eighth little rubber duck drifts down. A seagull screeches at it. The ninth little rubber duck drifts this way. A whale sings to it. The 10th little rubber duck drifts that way, bobbing and floating on the big, wide sea. The sun is setting. It is getting dark. As far as one can see, only water and sky. Water and sky. The next morning, the 10th little rubber duck meets a mother duck and her ducklings. Says the mother duck. Say the ducklings. At the end of the day, the sun sets again. It is getting dark. The mother duck and her ducklings swim toward their nest. The little rubber duck floats along with them. Good night, says the moon. Says the mother duck. Say the ducklings. Says the little rubber duck. The Grouchy Ladybug by Carle. It was night, and some fireflies danced around the moon. At 5 o'clock in the morning, the sun came up. A friendly ladybug flew in from the left. It saw a leaf with many aphids on it and decided to have them for breakfast. But just then, a grouchy ladybug flew in from the right. It too saw the aphids and wanted them for breakfast. "Good morning," said the friendly ladybug. "Go away," shouted the grouchy ladybug. "I want those aphids." "We can share them," suggested the friendly ladybug. "No, they're mine, all mine," screamed the grouchy ladybug. "Or do you want to fight me for them?" "If you insist," answered the friendly ladybug sweetly. It looked the other bug straight in the eye. The grouchy ladybug stepped back. It looked less sure of itself. "Oh, you're not big enough for me to fight," it said. "Then why don't you pick on somebody bigger?" "I'll do that," screeched the grouchy ladybug. "I'll show you." It puffed itself up and flew off. At 6 o'clock, it met a yellow jacket. "Hey, you," said the grouchy ladybug. "Wanna fight?" "If you insist," said the yellow jacket, showing its stinger. "Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. Soon all the aphids were gone. Thank you, said the leaf. You are welcome, answered both ladybugs, and they went to sleep. The fireflies, who had been sleeping all day, came out to dance around the moon. At 7 o'clock, it met a stag beetle. Hey, you, said the grouchy ladybug. Wanna fight? If you insist, said the stag beetle, opening its jaws. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 8 o'clock, it came across a praying mantis. Hey, you, said the grouchy ladybug. Wanna fight? If you insist, said the praying mantis, reaching out with its front legs. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 9 o'clock, it almost flew into a sparrow. Hey, you, said the grouchy ladybug. Wanna fight? If you insist, said the sparrow, opening its sharp beak. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 10 o'clock, it saw a lobster. Hey, you, said the grouchy ladybug. Wanna fight? If you insist, said the lobster, stretching its claws. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 11 o'clock, it bumped into a skunk. Hey, you, said the grouchy ladybug. Wanna fight? If you insist, said the skunk, starting to lift its tail. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 12 noon, it spotted a boa constrictor. Hey, you, said the grouchy ladybug. Wanna fight? If you insist, said the snake, right after lunch. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 1 o'clock, it happened upon a hyena. Hey, you, said the grouchy ladybug. Wanna fight? If you insist, said the hyena, laughing eerily and showing its teeth. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 2 o'clock, it met a gorilla. Hey, you, said the grouchy ladybug. Wanna fight? If you insist, said the gorilla, beating its chest. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 3 o'clock, it ran into a rhinoceros. Hey, you, said the grouchy ladybug. Wanna fight? If you insist, said the rhinoceros, lowering its horn. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 4 o'clock, it encountered an elephant. Hey, you, said the grouchy ladybug. Wanna fight? If you insist, said the elephant, raising its trunk and showing its big tusk. Oh, you're not big enough, said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 5 o'clock, it met a whale. Hey, you, said the grouchy ladybug. "Wanna fight?" But the whale did not answer at all. "You're not big enough anyway," said the grouchy ladybug, and flew off. At 5:15, the grouchy ladybug said to one of the whale's flippers, "Hey you, wanna fight?" But it got no answer, so it flew on. At 5:45, the grouchy ladybug said to the whale's tail, "Hey you, wanna fight?" And the whale's tail gave the grouchy ladybug such a slap that it flew across the sea and across the land. At 6:00, the grouchy ladybug arrived right back where it had started from. "Ah, here you are again," said the friendly ladybug. "You must be hungry. There are still some aphids left. You can have them for dinner." "Oh, thank you," said the wet, tired, and hungry ladybug. The Very Lonely Firefly by Carle. As the sun set, a little firefly was born. It stretched its wings and flew off into the darkening sky. It was a lonely firefly, and it flashed its light, searching for other fireflies. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a light bulb lighting up the night. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a candle flickering in the night. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a flashlight shining in the night. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a lantern glowing in the night. The firefly saw several lights and flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. There was a dog and a cat and an owl, their eyes reflecting the lights. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a car's headlights flooding the night. The firefly saw many lights and flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. They were fireworks, sparkling and glittering and shimmering in the night. When all was quiet, the firefly flew through the night, flashing its light, looking and searching again. Then the very lonely firefly saw what it had been looking for. A group of fireflies flashing their lights, Now the firefly wasn't lonely anymore. The Very Quiet Cricket by Carle. One warm day, from a tiny egg, a little cricket was born. "Welcome," chirped a big cricket, rubbing his wings together. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together. But nothing happened. Not a sound. "Good morning," whizzed a locust, spinning through the air. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together. But nothing happened. Not a sound. "Hello," whispered a praying mantis, scraping its huge front legs together. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened. Not a sound. "Good day," crunched a worm, munching its way out of an apple. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened. Not a sound. "Hi," bubbled a spittlebug, slurping in a sea of froth. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened. Not a sound. "Good afternoon," screeched a cicada, clinging to a branch of a tree. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened. Not a sound. "How are you?" hummed a bumblebee, flying from flower to flower. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened. Not a sound. "Good evening," whirred a dragonfly, gliding above the water. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened. Not a sound. "Good night," buzzed the mosquitoes, dancing among the stars. The little cricket wanted to answer, so he rubbed his wings together, but nothing happened. Not a sound. A Luna moth sailed quietly through the night, and the cricket enjoyed the stillness. As the Luna moth disappeared silently into the distance, the cricket saw another cricket. She too was a very quiet cricket. Then he rubbed his wings together one more time. And this time he chirped the most beautiful sound that she had ever heard. The end. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.